Hi, I'm Jeanette, and I'm here today with Steve to demonstrate to you how to change out the graphics in our retractable banner stand from Tec Art that we call the ringer. The first thing you do is get your banner stand, and at each end is our feet. You just pull it off, pull each end off, and they're attached by very strong magnets, and then you set those aside. Now at Steve's end, there is what we call either an Allen wrench or an Allen pin that is very important for the whole process, for this whole process. And you've got to have that pin, so don't lose it. The next step is, you can do this by yourself, or the best way to do it is to have a partner to help you out, because there's a lot to do and it just makes it a lot quicker if you have a partner. So while Steve holds the banner stand, I'm going to slowly retract out the banner stand, or retract the banner from the stand completely.
When she has the banner completely out from the stand, you'll take the Allen key and you'll place it in one of the two holes. It really doesn't matter which one. They both work just fine, but you have to put it in one of the two holes. You'll most likely find that the key will not go all the way into the hole and end up flush with the end of the banner stand. So what you have to do in that case is, while you're pressing it in, have the other person slowly release the tension until the key goes in and finds the hole. Once it is completely flush, then you're fine to move forward to the next step.
Now you've got to keep that pin in the whole time. The next step is to remove on either end, there's a hand screw. A little plastic cap covers each screw, making it easy to remove. And you take that out of the stand, set it aside. I like to stick it on top of the magnet so I don't lose it. And then the next step is to remove the snap. And at that point you can even lift the lid. And it exposes your roller that has your graphic. And then once you remove that, set the banner stand aside, and you can remove the snaps on either end. Starting with the top end, you pop up, open the snap graphics, and your banner slides right out. Same with the roller side. There's the snap feature. If you want snap, the banner slides right out. Now, for the purpose of this presentation, and to make it easier for everyone, we're going to use the same graphic to replace it back in the stand. Now, when you start to replace, you want your graphic to be face down. The first thing we'll do is replace the top snap. Now, the front of it has this rim feature, and the back looks like a back, and that's where the hook snaps into. And so you're going to want to want the rim portion face down. And you're going to start to slide it in from one end. And it's not so bad to do this yourself. Your partner can help you out, because it's sometimes a little difficult. Just slide it in, and once it's in, you just snap back the snap feature. That's nice and tight. Now we'll hold your banner in, especially when it's on that tight tension on the bar. And the next step is to replace the banner into the roller. And starting on one end, you're going to want this snap feature to be facing down this way. You start by feeding in the banner. Now what happens when you're replacing or reusing banners, they'll tend to curl a little bit, so start slowly feed it in. It's straighter, it's a little easier, but either way it'll go back in. Got it back in. Simply snap back the snap feature. You won't really hear it, but it'll be nice and tight. And then you get your banner stand. And replace the roller back in. Now you see where Steve's lining it back up. The Allen pin will set back into the hole that it was in. Replace the other end. Shut the top. And then replace your hand screws on both sides. Steve's faster than me, always. Now, while Steve holds the stand, I'm gonna go back again and give it, and hold this with tension, because he's gonna pull out the pin.
But be sure not to pull out the pin until there's somebody holding the other side and holding it with some tension, because then they will end up walking it back in and maintain the tension all the way throughout.
And the important thing here is not only to retain the tension, but to walk it in where you're walking and watching it feed back in so you can keep it lined up nice and straight. Because it will tend to go off to one side a little bit if you don't do that. Work this all the way in and replace your feet. Now Steve's going to replace the Allen pin back into his foot. That's where it goes. Attach it back to each side, if I understand. And that's all there is to it. Thank you.